So today's topic is why knowledge of meditation does not take place instantly. So your mind will say how it can happen. Why shouldn't it happen? My question is, let me give you an example. Do you know your home address? Yes, I know. Where is your home? Yes, I know. 755, this street, city, county, country, state, and zip code. Do I know it? Yes. Do I know my car? Yes. Does the knowledge happen instantly? Yes, it happened instantly. But when I have been explaining that this is what the meditation is, why the knowledge of the meditation is happening instantly? Where is the problem? We all are fairly intelligent people. It is a different thing that we are intelligent and still go into stress and suffer. Then we don't ask the question, I'm really intelligent, why I have stress? No, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. I'm raising some interesting questions. You are successful in your profession, in your business, you have earned lots of money, but then what happens? In your relationship, in your feeling, what happens? You're intelligent. Did you ask that question? I'm really intelligent. How come I suffer? What happened to my feeling? What happens to my emotion? So, what is the reason our master says identity crisis? I don't know who am I. I don't have a clarity. If you don't have a clarity about your home, will you reach your home? But you have a clarity. Where is your home? Which car you own? Where you live? We can answer instantly, but why the knowledge of meditation does not take place instantly? We are answering this question. Once you happen to know the real answer and you get it in this session, my business will stop. Then you will not join next week because you know it. Question is, are you asking this question that why the knowledge of meditation explained in millions of pages on the Google, in the different text, teachings, week after week, does not take place? Whatever is known to the mind, whatever you know until today is known by the mind. How the mind knows? When an object or a thing comes in front of the mind. Am I clear? When I say, Jerry, I know you, Jerry, means what? I see Jerry. Image of a Jerry is in front of my mind. How do I know? Can you pay attention? How do I know? And in front, I know. Can you bring yourself in front of you? Well, if you say the answer is yes, then what happens? Then you are not one you are two you. Then we have to find out which one is true. Are you getting it? Are you understanding that point? That is why we say in Eastern wisdom that meditation transcends the mind. The meditative state is beyond and behind the mind. Whatever is in front of you, it is the objective world. Whatever is behind the mind is the subjective world where I am. But again, am I answering the question? Keep your focus on that. Why the knowledge of meditation does not take place when I know the knowledge of my house, my car, my relations, my books, my study, my beauty, when we look into the mirror. Everything takes place so smoothly. And we don't need too much of information we don't need to hire a guru. How beautiful I am. Whenever we look into the mirror, we always claim that we are the most beautiful. We 100% know our car, our home, our relations. But why the knowledge of meditation does not take place? There are at least 15 points, but I'll cover a couple of the points. Problem number 1. Even if the knowledge is available, I'm not ready to listen to it. That is the first problem. What it means? Newton's law, third law of motion, action and reaction are equal in a. I don't believe it. The mind creates a wrong notion. So that is the meaning. Even if the knowledge is available, I'm not ready to listen to it. I'm ready, but knowledge is not there. Even if the enlightened teacher is there, but I'm not a seeker. There's the first problem. Crazy teacher is there, but I am a seeker, I will succeed. That's what I have been telling you. Problem number 1. That is why the knowledge does not take place. Second problem. The mind is obsessed with objectifying the real self. Did I explain you the real self is of the nature of consciousness? And that is of the nature of permanent peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. Now, allow the mind to objectify peace. Can you show me? Objectification means what? Can you show me the shape, size of the piece, color of the piece? So where lies the problem? Problem lies in our mind. Real self. What is the shape? It is small, big, colorful. What it looks like. The mind is following a wrong path. Are you getting it? Problem number 2. Are you getting it? Mind always likes to objectify our true nature, who am I, which is of the nature of the, say for example, the space. Can you show me the shape of the space, size of the space, color of the space? Show me. But inside our head, we try to objectify our true nature through the mind. So, which is the problem creator? My mind or your mind? Your mind is the problem creator. Can I give you a certain example? You objectify your relationship and then you are in a trouble. That is the only problem. There is no other. Third problem. I cannot be two. But the mind wants to see that real self in front of itself. So it means you have to divide yourself into two. The one who is seeing you and the other you is in front of you. That is not possible. To change that mindset, we need the principles of Eastern wisdom. We have to listen and learn from a teacher who personalizes the program and the practices. Then another problem. Let us take another problem. Communication. The teacher is not well versed with the knowledge from the different perspective, so he is not able to explain. So what happens? He has gone to the 10 teachers, and 11th teacher, I have met all the fake gurus. Now let me find out if you are a real guru or not. But that guru is not well versed with the teachings of the and the principles of the Eastern wisdom. So he gets annoyed. For me, I simply avoid. Some people have approached me. I said, I don't know anything. No, I have heard about you. I said, no, that's wrong. That's totally wrong. When you are bent upon proving that every teacher is a fake and you have approached me, I don't want to be the victim as the 11th fake guru. So it is better to avoid. So, what is the problem here? The problem here is my desire for meditation is not clear, not real. Teacher has not explained. There is only one goal of meditation. When you sit in meditation, there is knowledge of the reality, your true nature is revealed, and that brings an end to the suffering. Relaxation, calmness, peace, focus, they are byproducts. They will definitely follow. Have you understood all the four problems why the knowledge does not take place? Now, coming to the major problem that you can check in your mind here and now. I will not say anything, but with a smile on the face. We are not in an examination, so just keep a smile on the face. Have you seen that people have done austerity? Means they have done practices every day for 10 years without any result. Why? Why? People stop eating non-vegetarian to succeed in meditation, and people stop eating vegetarian to succeed in meditation. And these two activities has nothing to do with success or failure in meditation. But then what happens? I get obsessed with it. So what is that obsession? The thoughts are being repeated all the time in my mind. The moment I sit for meditation, I am a vegan, I am a vegan. Or otherwise, if you have read some literature, oh, non-vegetarian, then you are committing a violence. You will never succeed. So those you are obsessed with those thoughts. You never succeed. You don't succeed. What is the major problem? Can you find out? I'm summarizing all the four major problems. What is our question? Our question is why the knowledge of meditation does not take place instantly the way the knowledge of my house, my relations, my car, my home takes place instantly, isn't it? Four problems. Fifth one, I may be doing fasting for a month. Why it does not take place? Why I do not succeed in meditation? Simple answer is I don't want to meditate. My desire for meditation is some other thought. Even if you go to the enlightened master, nothing changes. And I give a very simple example. I'm asking your attention. Buddha, when the Buddha was born, the history says the population of India was only 500,000. Long back, 2,500 or 600 years ago. He got enlightenment at the age of 45 or 46. For 45 years, he traveled almost every village for more than 45 years, teaching this meditation. Can you imagine? 45 years you are traveling across a country where the population was only 500,000. How many times that 500,000 people were exposed to the teachings of the Buddha? Maybe 8 or 10 times. Enlightened. India could have been an enlightened country. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Do you see that? So even if the enlightened master comes before us, we do not change. Why? 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 Our question is why knowledge of meditation does not take place instantly. Four problems. Fifth one is the major problem. If you think that by passing of the time you will change, not possible. If you think you will do austerity, it will change, nothing. No change will happen. If you think I will become a vegan, pure vegan, so the God will be happy. God will say, you are the only person vegan. I will help you succeed in meditation. So, what is the conclusion? There is nothing outside that is connected to your meditative state. It may have something in the beginning. When you begin with it, then check that you have a moderation in diet, moderation in sleep, moderation in activities. But when you reach to the highest state of meditation, that is independent of anything and everything outside. I'm pointing you the why, only one pointer. How many times you think of your body, your profession, your relationship every day? Maybe 100 times. How many times the goal of meditation as a thought passes into your mind? Just take an example. Last week, how many times you thought that you'll be practicing meditation every day? You'll be applying those principles every day in your world, in a family, in a relationship. How many times you thought of it? Only one time. 1 hour of meditation a week. So there the master says the mind is not moving in Shreyas, it is moving in Preyas. Mind moving in Preyas overwhelms us. Some of you may have a stress, but now that his stress has become so much habitual in you that you don't notice it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has become so much habitual by repetitive level of the stress every day for a couple of weeks and the months that we never even become aware that I'm really stressed. We live in a new normal. That is why the science says we are living in an age of anxiety. It is an age of reductionism. Are you getting it? So one of the great solution, the master says, because you are not living in, the mind is not living in Shreyas. What is Shreyas? What is right and good? What is Preyas? I think, I feel, I speak, and I act what I like and what is pleasant to me. That is Preyas. Jonathan. What I like, that is pleasant to me, so let me do it. I don't see whether it is right or it is good. I don't think in my mind. Who cares? This beer guy comes and goes once a week. Let us tolerate him, listen to his lecture. Then my mind will go what I like and pleasant. That's why you don't succeed in meditation. So simple, but not so simple. What I like and what is pleasant to me. Even if I nod my head that I don't do it, it means you are already successful. You are always cheerful. You're always happy. Ask yourself. You don't complain. You don't blame. Are you getting it? No, it's a new normal. Why shouldn't I blame if you are wrong? So we live in a new normal. But when I blame and complain, I'm already in stress. No, we don't recognize it's a new normal. Why? We don't follow the path of the Shreyas. Before I blame and react, do I think by reacting I'm stressing myself? Let me hold on. Find out another expression. Be very clear in my head. Let me not hurt me, and then I see how can I express in order to get the things done. Are you getting it? In thought, in speech, in action. Is it theory? No. Theory is a knowledge, and knowledge is practice, and theory are together. That is why I say that when I see the sadness on your face, I said, please keep smiling. Your face is an index of the mind. Face tells me the story where your mind is. It is in Shreyas or in Shreyas. Can I live in Shreyas all the time? 80% of the meditation practices you have already done. What is that? It is something like, I'll come to your house, tell me your address. So I have known your address. I know where it is. My mind need not to think too much. And the next day I plan, I drive to your home. Done. Finished. Yeah? I'm giving a metaphor. So once I understand clearly in my head, so that clarity gives me the clear objective of meditation. And the moment I start practicing, I reach my real home. Well, real home is deeper inside. the heart. Last question. Have you ever thought of it? How long it takes you to reach to your workplace from your home? You may say 10, 15 minutes. Did you ever think how long it takes me to reach to myself? How long it takes you? So majority of the people, they say me, I don't understand your question. I get it. I know where you are. So when you are not clear, mind is moving in prayers. When you are clear, some people say, what do you say? There is no time, there is no space to reach to myself. You don't need any time because there is no distance between you to reach to yourself. So there is no space, there is no time. When I'm aware, I'm already there with me, myself. That is the meaning of transcending the mind, going behind and beyond the mind. When the mind is educated, disciplined, removes the impurity, then only it can understand and it can know what it means by transcending the mind. Otherwise, we can give a big talk. Oh, mindfulness is effortless and natural. Are you natural? No, no, I'm not challenging you, but ask yourself. So we are always natural when the mind follows the path of the shrinks. Our Shobha is talking to someone and listening to me. She is very intelligent. So let us start our meditation.
सर मैं आप ही की बात को कर रही थी मैं
अब बंद कर दो. Let us start our journey of meditation. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. First stage, the stage one. We prepare for what? We prepare for meditation. We prepare for meditation. First stage, mind is facing within. The body is steady. What it takes to do the first step? It is a simple I explain. Close your eyes gently, and the mind is looking inside. When the mind is looking inside, it is facing the space or emptiness or blankness. Is there any problem? Because the mind is facing within, that mind does not borrow its consciousness to the body. When it will not borrow the consciousness to the body, that body will naturally be steady. How do you put your smartphone on the table? Do you ask, smartphone, be steady, don't move? Why? Body is a matter. Am I clear why the knowledge or the meditation does not take place instantly? See that. So the second step of this stage one is being comfortable. Being comfortable, look at the neck joint, feel the sensation. Being comfortable and steadiness. The mind goes to the shoulder joints. Feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Hip joint, the entire body. You are moving the mind, means you are moving your awareness. You are not making any effort. Being aware of something does not require any effort. So you're moving the mind from the top of the head to the toes. looking at all the joints, feeling sensation, being comfortable in steadiness. So moving the mind all the time in the Shreyas is what becomes Manisha. That is what we discussed last week. That Manisha alone can help you succeed in meditation. Not the ordinary mind or the intellect that is objectified, always wants to know everything by objectifying. I'll tell you a lot of things. I hope it will remove a lot of challenges that you have created for you in your life. Being carefree. The third step of the stage one, being carefree. So simple. What is that simple? Don't you see? You're standing across the road and watching the traffic. So real you is always standing across the road. And the fake you is constantly moving. I mean to say superficial you, not fake. Don't get offended. Just to explain the principle, all these thought, feeling, sensation, images, past, memory are constantly alternating in my mind is not me, is being carefree. What I have to do, I have to simply know it. What I have to know it, that the computer screen that I'm watching now is not me. Same way, these thoughts, whatever comes to my mind is not me, my friend. How simple it is. And then do nothing for a while, be casual and natural. That is the first stage. We have 4 steps in the stage one. When you find the mind declares that you are fairly settled, that is how you settle into your car. You close the door, put in the belt, press the brake, and start the car before you take off. Are you in the state of steadiness, comfortable, carefree? The mind will move to Shreyas, Manisha, that we covered last week. Now, says 2, we will continue to purify the mind and balance the prana. So, looking casually deep inside the heart in the space, in the state of steadiness, start being cheerful, start breathing quick and short breath from the chest. Don't waste your energy, do it cheerfully. We are not wrestling. We are cheerful, body is steady, only there is an expansion of the rib cage and the contraction. The mind enjoys the step. Why? The mind is moving into Shreyas. See that? I'm hinting, pointing out what we discussed. Knowledge has to be realized is the goal. Continue, continue, continue. Continue. Quick, short breath, my friends. And stop this. Will not wait for the second step in the stage 2, purification, balancing. And we are allowing the mind to ascend, to go higher. Why? We will understand that. Take a deep, silent, and slow breath. First into the belly, then into the rib cage, up to the throat, and while breathing out, start the humming sound louder, deeper, longer. Is your Manisha working in doing the humming sound? What it means? Inhalation is totally deep, silent, and slow. You are not in a hurry. And humming sound is louder, deeper, and longer every time. Continue. Long, deep, silent breathing inside and outside is the deep, long, louder humming. We want to influence our brain. We want to break the pathway, old pathways of the brain. We want to create a new pathways. And if we do it regularly, continue. And stop this. Check You are in the experience of sensation, being comfortable, steadiness, carefree. The mind is living within, and it's a natural state for you now. But our mind doesn't leave us easily. So we go to the stage 3. Any thought comes, superimpose Om Shanti. What it means? I have already explained. Let me repeat it. I come to your house and treat me as if I'm your mind. And I ask you, you ask me, where are you going? I say Om Shanti. Why you have come, Om Shanti? What is your name, Om Shanti? What it means? Any thought, feeling, any awareness of anything happens in the mind and you superimpose Om Shanti. Means your one answer for good thought, bad thought, high thought, low thought, memory in the past, pain or suffering, anything that comes to your mind, the mind, you say Om Shanti. Pain comes, Om Shanti. Suffering, Om Shanti. Crazy event you recall, Om Shanti. Good event you recall, Om Shanti. Simple. Shanti. You know what naturally asks you to drop Om Shanti when any thought, feeling, sensation enters into your mind is Manisha. We have been talking about this Manisha for a couple of weeks. Our approach of this meditation is different that we do on Mondays and Thursdays, and also on Thursdays in the evening for New Jersey people. Eastern wisdom says we can use mantra in more than 20 different ways based on the temperament, the challenges the mind poses us. Om, symbol. Just in symbol. What is your name is a symbol. You're not your name. So behind the name you are. So Om is a symbol of absolute consciousness. Shanti is a manifestation of that Om. Shanti means peace. So drop this step and now we will use Om Shanti in a little deeper way in the stage number 3. Move the mind casually at the crown of the head. Move the mind down inside the crown of the head and say Om. Just be there. And bring your mind deep inside the heart, saying Shanti. as if your house is 20 miles away, the real home, means, and we cover 1 mile by one Om Shanti. How? One milestone. So move the mind once again on the crown of the head, being aware of the infinite space and dropping Om, then bringing it down inside the heart, looking into the infinite space, Shanti. So, second milestone. Continue like this. You're totally as if you're totally away from the world outside. Even if the thoughts are there, let it be. Did I use the word obsessed with the objectification in the talk? You know? Then what happens? You'll share your experiences. I had lot of thoughts. That obsession is there on the mind. And what we are doing? Moving casually, even if the thought is there on the crown of the head, on moving it down inside the heart. Shanti. Third milestone. Continue. You take your time. You're fully aware. You're careful. At the same time, you're comfortable. At the same time, the mind is living within. Same time, it is not getting carried away by any thought feeling. What it means? Manisha. Om Shanti. With every Om Shanti, as if you're diving deeper and deeper inside the heart. I gave you an example 20 miles. Every Om Shanti is one milestone. Don't start counting the Om Shanti, how many times you have done, just continue. What is the goal? Is to drop the mind as deep as possible. Why? Why? Answer of the question. Let the knowledge take place. It is as simple as possible. So, what happens when we do like this and cover one milestone after the other? The mind continues to move uninterrupted deeper inside. Patanjali says that is the state of meditation. Now leave this Om Shanti. Let us become aware and check. Become aware of the head and the neck. Outside. Outside there is a sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look inside the head and the neck. Looking inside the head and the neck and becoming Aware of the space and the sensation is the beginning of transcending the mind. You find the sensation inside is separate and different from the sensation on the skin. And that sensation is the signature of the state of calmness. We'll understand that in the following sessions. Now, the practice. In the space, awareness of the space inside represents the state of quietness. Continue to move the mind inside, the head, deep inside. And we may get a flash of the horizon. Horizon, you know it. The sky meets the earth when we see, when we are possibly near a sea beach, the matter meets the consciousness. Become aware of the entire body. Outside, sensation, relaxation, stillness. Look inside. Check that the mind is not obsessed with anything outside. It is aware, the thoughts are there, feeling is there. You're doing meditation in your house doesn't mean that the house will disappear. So thoughts, feeling, sensation is there. But inside, when you look inside, you also become aware of the space and the sensation. Calmness and quietness, and continue to move deep inside. You find the horizon. That is it. And in that state of the horizon, from inside, return to the fourth stage, looking at the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation of the breath. You're not doing anything. Third point, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. That Manisha asks you naturally to be into the state of almost doing nothing. Being aware of the breath going in and out, which is natural. You're not doing anything. Feeling the sensation is natural when the air strikes inside the nose. But that will give you an idea that the mind is very near, approaching near to you, sitting near to you. And the third point, no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. We have a group of texts known as Upanishad. The meaning of the Upanishad, you'll be amazed. There are more than 300 Upanishads. So that means a seeker sits near the teacher, listens with a commitment to destroy ignorance and awaken to one's true nature. and doing nothing. You're already doing nothing, but still I emphasize. Why? When you live into that state of doing nothing, the mind continues to live within and explores. The point comes when the mind seems to stir. What happens then? There is a revelation. The peace descends unto us, the calmness, the happiness. I'm only a pointer. The teacher in the Eastern wisdom is only a pointer. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your Buddha palms, place it on your eyes. Bring the look inside, know your experiences, and bring the hands down. My friends, wonderful. I can see wonderful thing is happening. This is good. I like it. So, Pushkar, what happened? Let us share our experiences. Goal is to enrich our mind with variety of experiences that if this thing happens to me, I will recognize and accept and continue to progress.
So
Pushkar,
different thoughts come, but there is a peace behind the thoughts.
oh, good, very good.
It's a
Good.
very
How are you? Yes, Shobhaji.
Fine, sir.
Fine, happy?
Happy, sir.
Good.
Completely
So,
meditate.
uh,
Completely meditate.
okay, good. So, how are you, Vaibhav?
So it was very, very peaceful. It's like my whole body is into sleep and I am still awake inside.
Very good experience. The more you do it, and when that experience becomes almost a permanent state in the mind, you are already separate from the body. That will take you to the higher state. Very good. How are you, Anne?
I'm fine. I'm I'm quiet. I feel calm.
Feel quiet and calm. Wonderful. Anne has been with me for the, I told you a couple of times, has been me for last almost now 13, 14 years. She is so nice that she has been tolerating me for so long.
Oh,
Not
that's
many people tolerate.
truly nice.
How are you, Jerry, Jordan, and Jonathan?
Hi. Yeah, doing well. Thank you. It was very quiet meditation, easy to follow, and just not a lot of distraction. So thank you.
Thank you. Good. Jordan, you did very well.
Thank you.
No, but tell me, what is your experience?
Today it felt a lot more effortless than on Thursday.
Wonderful.
I didn't feel like I had to think about being present as much as I did on Thursday.
That is what I say. The young should always practice to succeed in outer life and also the inner life. Wonderful. How are you, Jonathan? I could only see you until shoulder. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
It went really well today for me. It was a lot easier to settle in, quiet the mind, and then I think I was a lot, I guess maybe more forgiving of times where my mind would wander, and then just back to the breath and Om Shanti, and that helped me sort of refocus. And I found myself like being able to very easily guide back to that, as opposed to, dwelling on the distractions.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Only in 2 sessions you both have a tremendous progress. No, anyhow, choice is yours. No push and pull. You have to think what you should be doing. How are you, Samir?
Sir, it was really good, and there was pain in my neck, and I kept applying this Om Shanti on the part where there was pain, and slowly it started disappearing. Means now I'm feeling pain, but when I was in meditation, it disappeared. Means I forgot it or it disappeared. I don't know what happened, but
Yes. You see
because
that?
you told that you apply where there is pain, there is suffering.
Yes. He has been doing practices for the last almost many years, maybe 20 years. Don't raise a doubt. Mine says, what the heck, you have been doing for 20 years? Why? That is the journey. Journey of meditation begins, but it never ends. You explore the new states of the consciousness. The younger mind may have a question. What happened? Why you didn't succeed? That's why you are doing it for 20 years? No. That's not the case. You see that? That is what we were covering today. How are you, Stephen?
Good. Very calm, quiet, settled meditation from start to finish. It was very enjoyable.
Beautiful. You see that, one thought came to my mind. During this week, remember my true nature is full of peace and happiness. And wait, when the mind says, what is the shape, size, color? Tell the mind, stop this. It is beyond and behind you. Absorb yourself into the space and you will see within a week, change will happen. How are you, Ashok ji?
Sir, I'm fine, but I joined late today. I came from the office.
Yeah. I knew.
Thank you.
Okay. Pushkar we have done and happened, and now only one. Sangeeta, how are you? Sangeeta and Vivek. Why don't you show your face, Vivek? Okay.
सर बहुत पीसफुल था और एक तरह से क्लींजिंग जैसे हो जाती है ना ओम शांति से वैसा फील हो रहा था.
Good. She felt as if Om Shanti has cleaned her mind completely. So you have always a variety of experiences. So we have a smart guy, Vivek. What happened?
It was very peaceful, and I'm feeling very energetic. It was a very energetic kind of thing. Currently I'm filled with energy. Yeah.
Energy and energetic. Yeah? That's a good experience. Let me summarize. Ask yourself why the right knowledge of my home, how it takes place. And then start reflecting on it. How do I know here is my home? And then ask the next question, do I know my true nature? No. Why? Become aware. Maintain that awareness. And then do the practice. You will see the Manisha will awaken in you. And that will take you the highest state of meditation. If you have any question, you can ask.